Andreas, good to see you back on your feet again. We lost you there before the game against Excelsior. What happened in Rotterdam?
It's difficult to say. I had a strange feeling in the warm-up. I had a little bit before. I felt a little bit, but not really something to look into. Took some gels and made me ready for the warm-up. But after a couple of minutes in the warm-up, I had a really terrible pain in my stomach, like 2 knives in my stomach. So I said, we try to move on and see if it goes away after a couple of minutes. But it got worse and worse, and there was a feeling I haven't had before, and that was a little bit also that made me afraid about what it was, I went out because it was not possible to run, and as I slowed down with running and took some rest, it slowly went to itself. But it was a strange feeling.
And how was your week? Because I think you went in and out of the hospital.
Yeah, I think my arms looked still like a little bit like a blood addict with all the blood examples I took this week, and all the tests with been lying still for CT scan and Röntgen and a lot of other stuff. So it's been a busy week, but I'd rather have a busy week to check everything and to see if everything's good.
So you still don't know what was going on over there?
They can't give me the exact cause of what it was. I had too high blood values in some things, so they know that is something in my stomach with high values, and they think about a virus or infection of something in the stomach, but they can't give me a clear answer of what it is. So now it's just to push on and then see how the body reacts, and so far so good. And then I have some test in a couple of weeks to see how my blood values are again.
And how are you at the moment?
I'm good. I did a lot of training by myself also with the fish shows to get it loaded again and try to test it a little bit, and that's been good. I trained fully with the team today also and yesterday. So I feel good, and then it's on my way back.
Van Weert en Stans zorgen ervoor dat Twente dus voor de eerste keer in het seizoen 2014-2015 verliest.
Back to Rotterdam, you watched Twente lose their first game this season. What did you think about the game?
We knew it was a difficult place to play. The pitches, that's strange to say, but it's smaller than a lot of other pitches in Holland and artificial also. But again, I think we started really well and got ahead. And then we a little bit lost the pressure with the whole team, and it was too easy for them to play in between us. And so it was tough to sit outside and watch the game on a little screen out in the back and see your team lose. But as they bounce back this week, it's nice to see that we can also do that.
Zijn aanloop, Engelaar raakt, Twente gaat door.
The beker is really important for us. For me, it shouldn't take 120 minutes, but that's how they wanted it that day, and then have some penalties and make Sonny the hero of the day. So that was good, and it's important for us to go through that. And it's a good way to European football also. And also against Heerenveen, we didn't play the best game we did this season, but we won 2-0, and that's important if you want to be in the top. And I think we defended really well as a team, and we did everything together. So it was good to see these 2 games.
What can you say about FC Twente this season in general?
Well, I can say that we are a team that's, for me, involving. We become better and better every game, and we make steps as a team also in training. And I think you can see it in the way of playing and the way that we play more as a team now and defend as a team. It's difficult for the opponent to score against us, and that's really important with this long season.
If you had to name one thing that this team is lacking at the moment, what this team maybe needs to take it further?
But as we did, and as I think we take steps every day, and of course you can always do things better. But if we continue with this, as we start with pressing as a team, then the good play will also come. And of course that maybe sometimes you hear also from the outside world, they want us to play beautiful football and then pass it around to everybody before we score the goal. But that's not football, it's about the results. But of course, after good defending and that you have to make some steps also in the way of playing, and that we for sure want to do also.
How do you look at your own role this season? Because on one hand you became captain, on the other hand you are the king of the bizarre injuries so far.
Yeah, I don't know if it changed a lot this season. It's more about the whole team changed a lot. We miss a lot of players now with a lot of experience, with a lot of games in the Eredivisie. So it was many new players, many young players that had to take over. And they call me old man, and I must be in this group with a lot of young players. So it's not changed that much, but of course you have more jobs outside the field also to keep these young guys going.
And how is it for you?
Well, it's interesting. It's always interesting with a new job, a new task, and it's fun to work with this group. It's nice. There's a lot of energy, and if they can use it in a good way, many of them can go really far. You look at Kyle. I think he plays really good for us and really important. But of course, he also needs to step up and take his role in the team as a leader, and that's about coaching. That also saves him a lot of meters on the field if he develops that. And then you have some new players that have to get a little bit into the team. Hakim also, I think him also been doing better and better. But I think we still have some leaders in the team. Me, Bengtsson, Nick for sure as the back also. Kuku also takes some responsibility this year. So you've seen some young players take even more responsibility this year with that many players leaving.
How do you look at the upcoming games? First up is Dordrecht. You didn't play them last year.
No, I have no idea. I just know they play artificial, and that's a little bit it. We continue with them on Friday to work against that game. But it's important for us to finish that game with a good result, and that's of course a win for us before the national break, where everybody goes a little bit here and there until we collect again. So it's a really important game before we go on national break.
And, do you expect to be on the field again?
I hope so. If the coach wants me, then I'm ready. I had some good trainings now, and hopefully Friday, Saturday is going to be good trainings also. So right now I feel good, and I don't see anything holding me back. So hopefully, if the body says so, then I'm fit for the game Sunday.
Heel dichtbij, maar toch net niet. Wat hadden jullie net niet?
Yeah, we need to close the game. We're one up. And
One more question. We see you do a lot of interviews now after the game as well. And there's some bizarre thing going on with you and interviews after games. We see the reporter from Fox mostly talking Dutch to you, and then you're talking English to them. Dus als ik dit interview in het Nederlands had gedaan, dan had je ook gewoon alles begrepen?
Yeah, I understand everything. But it's mostly for me that I speak better English than I speak Dutch. And to a reporter, I want to be clear in what I say and not say. If I go outside, if I go in the city and speak to people, I speak Dutch. But when I speak to reporters, I don't want to say something stupid, because I had some bad incidents also with reporters that write down some things. So it's important for me to be clear in the things I say, and that I say better in English. But as I say, if I go outside, I went to Vak P and Twente, then I speak Dutch. But reporters, I keep it in English.